Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Carly, also known as Spooky Budgets, and today I'm going to be doing my cast stuffing for the first week in July. So before we get into the binder, we'll see how much cash I have. It should be $320 this week. So we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 3, 10, 15, 20, 320. Perfect. And guys, I finally got my car back, which is like the most exciting thing ever. And usually I don't like to go very many places. Like, I'm a pretty big homebody, but since I've gotten my car since I got my car back, I've been like making excuses to just go on little runs around the town. So I finally was able to go to the ATM and get out the money that I needed. I went to the pharmacy store so I could get like new deodorant and all these random things that I've been needing for the past week that I don't really want to bother people to drive me around for those kinds of things. So I've just been like holding out till I get my car. So yeah, I finally got like a restocked on all of my items and money, and it feels really good to have transportation once again. So let me show you guys some of the cute little binder accessories that I created for myself. So first is this little dashboard. I purchased some linen paper off of Amazon, and this was my first time using it, but I've seen a lot of other creators using linen paper for their dashboards and all other sorts of items, and I was like, hey, that's really cute, I want to try it out too. So I got this paper here. I think it's 92-pound cardstock, but I really love how it looks. I just think it's the cutest. And then I also went ahead and made one of these little binder pocket cards. So it's just to make your binder look cute. There's really like no functionality to this item, but it has two different sides that you can have peeking out of your binder pockets. So my printer is making a bunch of noise, so it always does that right when I'm in the middle of making a video. I think it's because I was printing out a bunch of stuff, and after I'm done printing, it like needs to like clean itself out. It's like, man, dude, you worked me hard. Okay, that makes no sense, but okay, I'm just gonna move on. So this is how it looks with the ghosties sticking out, and then this is how it looks with this checkerboard sticking out, and I just think it's like the cutest thing ever. Now, I did not list these binder dashboards on my Etsy shop, but I did put these pocket cards on my Etsy, so if you guys are interested in grabbing one of those, they're pretty cheap. I think it's like $2 or so. But yeah, you guys can grab one of those on my Etsy if you are interested. No pressure here. Okay, so we are going to start off with our debt payment, which is going to get $100. And this is for the interest payment for my home line of credit that I took out a few years ago to do some house renovations. So now that has $200, and these numbers right here, if you didn't see my last video, these numbers are the weekly amount that I'm going to be stuffing in order to fully fund for a month. Now for insurance, this is for my car and home insurance. I actually changed this amount from 100 to 80 because I calculated wrong and I don't need 100 a week. So I'm just going to keep this 100 in that I already put, and then we're going to just start with the amounts we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. So we're going to add $80 to that, with making that a total of $180 in insurance. And I did just get the bill for my property taxes, which is always a heavy hitter, but thankfully it only went up by like $100 this year. So I believe the total for my property taxes for the summer is $3,200, and I'm most likely going to be putting that on my credit card and paying it off monthly, which I've been really, really good at. So before I used to just rack up my credit, and it was bad, and I had high balances on like all of my credit cards, but I was able to pay off pretty much every single credit card I had. And since then, I've been making sure to pay them off like immediately. So even if it's a big purchase, I'll divvy it up into like 3 or 4 weeks and make sure that I do those payments until it's fully paid off. So I can trust myself to use my credit card, which is really nice. So pets is for just pet insurance, not for anything else for my dogs and my cats. and that is going to get $35, giving us a total of $20, $40, $50, $65, $70 so far. And I also did mention last time that I'm not going to be pulling any of this out for my July payments. I'm going to be stuffing until August, and then I'm going to start pulling then, so that everything is actually like one full payment, not just a partial payment. So phone is for my phone bill, and this is going to get $25. So we have $20, $40, $5, $50 in that. And I will get around to making some envelopes for myself or sprucing up my binder a little bit. But for now, these dashboards work well enough. So subscriptions is going to get $50. And this includes like some of my personal subscriptions, but also the subscriptions that I split with my boyfriend. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And lastly, we have utilities, which is going to get $30. And this does not, I don't think I included my internet payment in this. So I might need to fix this total and adjust for my internet, because that bill actually went, oh, my dog just jumped on the couch. That bill also just went up this month. So I don't know, I'll probably add that into utilities and have a different total for this envelope next week. But so far in utilities, we have $20, $40, $50, and $60. So yay, that is so exciting. I am just so happy to be cash stuffing again. I can already feel some stress being alleviated just by starting to do this, knowing that next month I won't have to pull everything out the week of, that I'll actually have the money ready to pay it, and then I'll have that extra money from my checks to use towards something else. So that's really, really exciting. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload. I'll see you guys next time, and don't forget to stay spooky.